Hello everyone, welcome back to series of Theory of Computation. In this video we are discussing derivation tree for context-free grammar. First of all, derivation is generating string from given grammar. So whatever given grammar or production rules you have, with the help of that you have to generate a string and you have to use a derivation tree for that. There can be two types of problems. Either for you have to derive a string from the grammar, or you have to check whether a particular grammar belong to a particular string or not. So these two kinds of questions can be asked on this derivation tree for context-free grammar. Now derivation is of two types. The derivation can be leftmost derivation or the rightmost derivation. Suppose we are provided with one grammar and we can see both the derivations, leftmost derivation as well as rightmost derivation. For above example, consider this string a b b b. So this is a string and we have to generate a leftmost derivation for this string. So every time you have to start with the start symbol. S gives a and b. Leftmost derivation means what? Every time you have to replace the symbol which is at left side. So this a can have two replacement, either a or epsilon. We want this string, so we will replace a with this a, and this b remains as it is. Okay. Now next is this a. Again we want 4 number of a's. So this a, these are the terminal symbol, so there is no replacement possible for this. Now we will replace this a because this is the leftmost symbol, leftmost non-terminal. So this a will be replaced with a and then b. Now again there are 4 terminal symbols and the leftmost non-terminal will be a, but we already got this 4 a's, so we will replace this a with epsilon here. That is, nothing will be placed at the place of a. Now in the next iteration, this b is the leftmost symbol because all these are the terminals, and this b can be replaced with b. How many number of b's do we want? We want 2 b's. So again in the next iteration there are all terminals and this is the leftmost symbol. So this b will be replaced with b, and now we got the string. So at the end this b will be replaced with epsilon. Now how to get the resultant string? So you have to parse like this and get the string. So the string we are getting is a, b and b. So this is how you have to derive the string. This is a derivation tree or parse tree for the given grammar and for given string. Now we will discuss what is rightmost derivation. We will see how to generate a rightmost derivation tree for the above string. So initially S gives a, b. Now in case of rightmost derivation we have to replace the rightmost symbol first. Here rightmost symbol is b, so b can be replaced with b. In the next iteration this b will be replaced because it is the rightmost symbol, b. Now in the next iteration again b will be replaced because this is the rightmost, so we will replace b with the epsilon. Now all these are the terminals, so this only one symbol is left. Again I will replace it with a and a, that is a can be replaced with a. Now there is only one symbol, all the right hand side symbols are terminals, and that's why this a will be replaced again with a and a. Now only one symbol is left, that will be replaced with epsilon. Okay, and the string generated will be a b. So this is how rightmost derivation can be done. So you have to remember, in leftmost derivation every time you have to replace the leftmost non-terminal symbol first, and in case of rightmost derivation you have to replace the rightmost symbol first. And if you are getting unique tree for leftmost derivation as well as for rightmost derivation, then that grammar is an ambiguous grammar. So this grammar is an ambiguous grammar because we are getting same derivation string tree for same string. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel to see more videos on this topic.